One disease killed millions, another erased cities, another reshaped governments, economies, and borders. But the final outbreak on this list didn't just spread across nations. It hollowed out entire civilizations. It rewrote history. And in some regions, it erased more than half the population. Before we reach that final catastrophe, we're ranking the deadliest epidemics and pandemics ever recorded. From the smallest global death toll to the outbreak that came closest to ending the world as people knew it. So what's the difference between them? An epidemic is a disease outbreak that spreads rapidly within a specific region or population. A pandemic is an epidemic that escapes those borders, crosses continents, and infects a significant portion of the global population. The difference isn't just scale, it's how far fear can travel. We'll be rating each outbreak from 1 to 10 based on its estimated death toll. We begin with the lowest and climb toward the deadliest disease humanity has ever faced. First up, at number 1, the Hong Kong flu from 1968 to 1970. With about 1 to 4 million deaths, this was a full-blown pandemic. The Hong Kong flu spread through modern air travel, infecting millions and killing over 1 million people worldwide. By modern standards, it was considered mild, but it proved something terrifying. In a connected world, disease can travel faster than governments can respond. For its relatively low death toll in the grand scheme of things, it gets a rating of 1 out of 10. Next, at number 2, we have the Russian flu from 1889 to 1890. This pandemic killed around 1 million people. It rode the newly built railways across Europe and the Americas, moving with unprecedented speed. Some scientists suspect it may have even been an early coronavirus strain. It managed to infect global cities before people even really understood what viruses were. This was a warning that humanity, unfortunately, didn't fully hear. For that, it scores a 2 out of 10. Climbing the list to number 3 is the Asian flu of 1957. This pandemic resulted in 1 to 4 million deaths. A new influenza strain swept across the world in waves. Hospitals filled to capacity. Schools closed their doors. Vaccines lagged far behind the speed of transmission. Millions died quietly, their stories lost as history simply moved on. But the dead did not. The Asian flu earns a 3 out of 10. At number 4, we travel back in time to the Antonine Plague, which ravaged the Roman Empire from 165 to 180 CE. The death toll is estimated at 5 to 10 million. This was a pandemic, likely caused by smallpox, brought back by soldiers returning from the East. It may have killed up to 1/3 of Rome's population. Entire legions were weakened. Trade slowed to a crawl. Cities emptied out. Some historians believe this plague played a key role in weakening Rome's global dominance. It gets a 4 out of 10. Halfway up our list, at number 5, is the Kokolitsli epidemic. From 1545 to 1548, this terrifying epidemic in colonial Mexico caused an estimated 5 to 15 million deaths. A mysterious disease, characterized by high fever and bleeding, absolutely devastated indigenous populations. In some regions, up to 80% of the people died. Entire communities vanished. Languages disappeared. Cultures collapsed into memory. To this day, the exact cause remains unknown. For its catastrophic local impact, it scores a 5 out of 10. Our 6th deadliest outbreak is the third plague pandemic. Lasting over a century, from 1855 to 1960, it killed an estimated 12 to 15 million people. This wave of bubonic plague started in China and spread across Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Americas, following global trade routes. Cities were quarantined. Ships were turned away from ports. Bodies piled high in coastal towns. It was a slow-burning, global nightmare that stretched across generations, earning it a 6 out of 10. Number 7 on our list is an outbreak we all lived through, COVID-19 from 2019 to the present. The death toll estimates vary widely, from around 7 million confirmed deaths to upwards of 38 million when including excess mortality. This pandemic froze the modern world. Borders slammed shut. Once bustling cities became ghost towns. Hospitals overflowed. It became the first pandemic humanity experienced in real time, broadcast live to billions of screens. It served as a stark reminder that our modern civilization is far more fragile than it appears. COVID-19 scores a 7 out of 10. Now we enter the truly catastrophic. At number 8 is the Spanish flu. From 1918 to 1920, this pandemic killed an astonishing 25 to 50 million people. It infected an estimated 1/3 of the entire global population at the time. To put that in perspective, it killed more people than World War I. Young, healthy adults would collapse and die within days. Mass graves were dug in cities around the world. Entire families vanished. It remains one of the fastest killing and deadliest pandemics in all of recorded history, earning it an 8 out of 10. At number 9, we have the HIV/AIDS pandemic, which began in 1981 and continues today. With an estimated 45 million deaths and counting, its impact is immense. Unlike fast-moving outbreaks that burn out quickly, HIV spread silently for years, lasting for decades. It fundamentally reshaped medicine, culture, our conversations about sexuality, and the very nature of stigma. Tens of millions died, not in a matter of weeks, but over the course of lifetimes. It represents a slow, relentless global tragedy and scores a 9 out of 10. And now we arrive at number 10, the deadliest outbreak humanity has ever recorded. The Plague of Justinian, from 541 to 549 CE, with an estimated death toll ranging from 15 million to as high as 100 million. This was not just an outbreak. This was a world-altering event. It may have killed up to 60% of Europe's population. Entire cities emptied out completely. Global trade collapsed. The Byzantine Empire was critically weakened. Some regions lost more than half their people. Farms were abandoned and reclaimed by nature. Economies failed. Civilizations stalled for centuries. This pandemic didn't just kill humans. It fundamentally reshaped the course of history. It is, without a doubt, a 10 out of 10. The deadliest pandemic ever recorded. Every outbreak on this list changed the world. Some altered borders. Others collapsed economies. Some erased entire cultures from existence. And with global travel now faster than ever before, and new pathogens emerging every single year, the question isn't if another pandemic will happen, but when. The next one may not just repeat history, it may surpass it. Thanks for watching. If you want to understand the next outbreak before it happens, make sure you subscribe to our channel.